Hey Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline and Fans. You're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comics to buy. And today, Frontline fans, we're going to be talking about Spider-Woman issue number 3. Guest appearing, Miss Marvel, or Captain Marvel. Sorry, I get those two confused because they're basically the same thing in a way. So, pretty cool cover here as we get to see Jessica Drew going toe-to-toe here with a scroll. And the last issue I was kind of like, it was okay. So I was really interested to see where this story was going to go and them being trapped on this maternity ward. And I must say that I was pleasantly surprised with this issue. This book is written by Dennis Hopeless, as I'm a fan of his writing, as he's written Avengers Academy and the Avengers Arena and things like that. So I do like his writing, and the artwork in this actual book is done by Javier Rodriguez, and I do like the artwork in the book. Some crazy facial expressions by some scrolls. The shading is pretty nice at times in here, and I really like the creative creatures that are on this like maternity ward. I mean, there's like some fish creatures in an aquarium. You wind up seeing this weird creature with like 2 heads in here. Like, what's going on, man? It's so wild and wacky, you know? And so yeah, very interesting. Oh yeah, got floating head guys in here, so which are considered the scientists. And I always like the staple eye expressions through Jessica Drew's sunglasses, which I think are pretty cool too. So since I did like the artwork, what did I think of this actual story? So let's recap it a little bit. So in the beginning, most of the people that are captured on this maternity ward are people that are pregnant and whatnot. And so what happens is Jessica winds up kind of disguising herself as she's dead and hopeful to try to escape from these scrolls. And what happens is they wind up being successful. They wind up escaping, going into another room. But in the meantime, they have to stall time to try to get Captain Marvel on board to try to help her. And but they can't open these portals, and the only way to do it is to go into this weird scientist's room, and maybe he can open these portals. So the only person that's able to do this, even though she's like super duper pregnant, is Jessica Drew. And I really liked her tenacity in here and her wittiness. And you know, even though she's supposed to be on leave and rest, she has no choice because she's the only hero aboard the maternity ward. So you see her go throughout the ward and going through all kinds of things, and you can see how super active she is. You get to see all the crazy creatures, and she talks to this weird scientist that's on ahead, and they're sitting there going, "Oh, well, can you get these portals open?" And he's like, "Yes, I can, but I can do it in 5 or 6 hours time." And she's like, "Yeah, that's not going to work." So they're like, "Okay, well, get me to the control panel and I can probably do it quicker." So she winds up going again through the entire place. She winds up bringing the scientists. As you get to see what's going on in the issue, you can see that the scrolls are coming closer and closer. And what happens in the issue is Captain Marvel finds out that the real reason the scrolls are there is not to destroy them, but to kidnap the Skrull Prince, who's in the cancer ward. He has cancer, but they need him to basically I guess supply the Skrull Empire to go to take over the world again. So the actual terminology here is to 24 heavily armed fringe rebels are on their way down here to kidnap you with plans of using your right of succession to rebuild the Skrull Empire. And the kid just like has no idea what the hell is going on. He's like, yeah. And he's like, "I'll go with you, but can I take some granola bars with me?" And you get to see him playing like Xbox and shit. And he's like, "Yeah, okay, cool." And so you wind up seeing them go to town. And just as the Super Skrulls come in, she's like, "That's it, I'm going to go to town." So she starts, you know, feeling her baby kick and whatnot, and it's telling her what to do. She busts out the guns, and just as she's going to do battle against them, crazy ass facial expressions in here, she winds up sitting there and going into labor. She finds out that her water broke in here, and I was just like, oh damn, you know. And then the little kid Skrull winds up pulling her off to the side as the Skrulls break through. I really liked this issue. I thought it was a lot of fun. Again, the tenacity, the character interactions with Jessica Drew were really great. She's just like, I had a really bad day here, so you got to help me out, So you can see that the personality that we all know and love from Jessica Drew really shows in this issue. And that's something that I don't think you have seen as much, but the pregnancy has really brought it out of her. And being that she's in labor now, I think it's just going to amp it up a little bit. So I like this issue. I thought it was really cool. And it'll be interesting to see how she handles herself through labor, and does she deliver the baby in the next issue? And will we ever find out who that baby daddy is? I don't know, but hopefully we do. So after reading this book, I gotta give this one probably like a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it this week, guys. So in the comments below, tell me what you thought of Spider-Woman issue number 3. Do you still read this title? Do you like the direction this title is? Do you care that she's having a baby? Do you care who the baby's daddy is? And guys, that's all I have for you. So until the next comic book review, why don't you check out my channel, Comic Book Corner 2.0. You can check out all my countdowns, my hauls, all that kinds of stuff. And fans, don't forget to check out Comic Frontline Live every Tuesday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until next time, guys, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, guys. Bye.